This is a little review on the Flow Neuroscience headset. I wasn't going to do this, but I've found, I'm on day 9 and I found that it has slightly changed things for me, so I wanted to start a bit of a record. Now, my depression is characterized by, I think, all the classic stuff, so it's finding getting out of bed really difficult, a lot of like critical, intrusive thoughts, negative thoughts, thoughts of just life being purposeless, meaningless, not finding joy in things, sometimes, most of the time, really, we're talking like when it's been really bad. It's sometimes days where nothing feels like it's worth being here. You know, it's like I don't see the point. I don't understand what the point of any of this is, kind of thing. And everything just feels really grey. So therefore it's really hard to have motivation for anything, or it's hard to really care about activities or making connections or executive functioning kind of things, or sort of maintaining, like, I don't know, like cleanliness in your room or whatever. Like, it's just, what's the point? And when I started this 9 days ago, I was feeling those symptoms probably 50% of the day. It has been 100% of the day sometimes, but I'm on medication now, so it's eased a little bit. But I never had a day where I didn't feel at least most of those symptoms. So I started this, as I say, 9 days ago. I think on day 3, I started, the first thing I noticed, and I should say that I tried really hard to sort of like put the fact that I'm trying this out of my head. I tried to just use it thinking it's probably not going to work, and not sort of like get myself into a extremely hopeful state where, you know, a psychosomatic or like placebo effect could kind of take over. So I was very like measured about my expectations. To be honest, I didn't think it would really work. It was kind of just, I'll try this on a whim. So on day 3, I remember feeling a little bit lighter when I woke up for the first time in a long time. When I sort of, so I generally like scroll on my phone and all that kind of stuff in the mornings, which I try not to do, but it's really hard because it's just become a habit, I'm sure, for a lot of people. And I noticed on day 3 that the thoughts that I was having were not as negative about the day ahead, about not wanting to get up, about feeling like things are pointless, about having no motivation, about or just having a very like neutral / negative feeling towards the things that I was looking at, even if they were happy or whatever, or funny. And on day 3, I noticed, I actually thought about it when I finally got upstairs and went upstairs. I noticed that I thought, oh, hang on a minute. When I was doing that, I actually like laughed at a few videos, and I didn't have as many intrusive thoughts. I didn't have as many of those kind of everything's pointless thoughts. And I thought, okay, that's interesting, but we'll just see how it goes. The rest of that day was pretty normal for me. I think on day 5 or 6, I noticed it was a little better still. So I actually felt the motivation in the morning. I did scroll on my phone a little bit, but I noticed the motivation to get up and actually do things for myself and feel good about it. And instead of really having to force myself to go and wash my face and brush my teeth, I just did it and didn't even really think about it. I just did it with a little bit of a pep in my step, you know. And as I say, these are things that I'm kind of realizing after I've done them. It's not like I'm sort of checking in with myself all the time and thinking like, how do I feel? How do I feel? It's a slow progression of, oh, I did this thing and it didn't feel like, you know, walking on hot glass. That's weird. And the last 3 days, so probably day 6, 7 onwards, I have not actually had many intrusive negative thoughts at all. And that's something I haven't experienced in, I can't even remember. And that's pretty amazing. So at the moment I'm just really hoping that it's not placebo or luck or it's just happened, but I'm really hoping that it continues. I don't feel like fully functional and fully social and fully like, you know, no anxiety, no depressive sort of vague thoughts here and there. It's just not been those really intrusive sort of like, I need to ruminate on this kind of thoughts. So we'll see how it goes, and I'm really hoping that it lasts.